Hello, and welcome back to Gentle English.
Today, we are going to learn English with a story about health. We will visit the doctor and learn many useful words. It is Monday morning. The sun is shining, but David is not happy. David is in his bed. He feels very hot. He feels very tired. David touches his head. "Oh no," he says. "My head hurts." David has a headache. He also has a cough. Cough, cough. His throat is red. His throat is sore. David looks at the clock. It is 8 o'clock. Usually, David goes to work at 8 o'clock, but today he cannot go to work. David is sick. He takes his phone. He calls his boss. "Hello, Mr. Smith? I am sick today," David says. "I am sorry to hear that," Mr. Smith says. "Please stay home and rest." David says, "Thank you. I will go to the doctor." David puts on a warm jacket. He goes to the doctor's office. The office is white and very clean. David walks to the front desk. A woman is sitting there. She is the receptionist. "Hello," David says. "I have an appointment at 10 o'clock. "What is your name?" the receptionist asks. "My name is David Miller," he says. The receptionist looks at her computer. "Yes, Mr. Miller. Please sit down and wait," she says. David sits on a blue chair. There are other people in the room. One man is reading a magazine. A little boy is playing with a toy car. David waits for 10 minutes. Then a nurse calls his name. "David Miller, please come with me." The nurse is very kind. She leads David to a small room. The nurse wants to check David. First, she checks his temperature. She uses a thermometer. "You have a fever," the nurse says. A fever means your body is too hot. Next, she checks his blood pressure. She puts a band on his arm. "Your blood pressure is good," she says. Then the doctor enters the room. The doctor is a woman. Her name is Dr. Green. She wears a long white coat. "Hello, David. How do you feel today?" she asks. "I feel bad," David says. "I have a headache, a cough, and a sore throat." Dr. Green looks into his ears. She looks into his mouth. "Say ah," the doctor says. "Ah," David says. The doctor listens to his heart. She uses a stethoscope. It is cold on his chest. "Breathe in," she says. "Breathe out." Dr. Green sits at her desk. She writes on a piece of paper. This paper is a prescription. "You have a cold, David," the doctor says. "It is not very serious, but you need to rest." David listens carefully. "Drink a lot of water," Dr. Green says, "and drink hot tea with lemon." She gives him the prescription. "Take this medicine twice a day," she explains.
take it in the morning and at night. Can I go to work tomorrow? David asks. No, the doctor says. Stay in bed for 2 days. David nods his head. Thank you, Dr. Green, he says. You're welcome. I hope you feel better soon. David leaves the doctor's office. He goes to the pharmacy. The pharmacy is next to the doctor's office. He gives the prescription to the pharmacist. The pharmacist gives David a small bottle. Inside the bottle is the medicine. That is $10, please, the pharmacist says. David pays for the medicine. He walks back to his house. He is very tired now. He goes to the kitchen. He makes a cup of hot tea. He puts some honey in the tea. David takes his medicine with a glass of water. He goes to his bedroom. He gets into his warm bed. He closes his eyes. He wants to sleep. Sleep is good for the body. In 2 days, David will feel strong again. Health is very important.
Remember to practice your English every day. Listen slowly and learn faster.